Hello! This flow is built towards more of a balancing sequence, so we will be using small blocks or a small pillow, whichever you prefer, or even like a small shoebox will work too. So it's totally up to you if you want to use them, but recommended. And with that, we'll go ahead and get started in child's pose. Bringing our big toes to touch, then nestling our torso in between our thighs, letting our knees rest on the edges of our mat. Bringing our forehead to our mat and stretching our arms as far as they can go. As we inhale, then exhale. Inhale, then exhale. Take notice of your breath here as we begin to float forward into tabletop. Stacking our shoulders over our wrist and our hips over our knees. We'll begin to do alternating lifts with our opposite arm and opposite hand. So to start, we will lift up the right arm and the left leg and then lower. And then we'll lift up the left arm and the right leg and lower to warm up our bodies to balance. All right. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Then utilizing our block, I have it on the lowest setting. And begin step forward with our knee, our right knee, and begin to lift up with our left leg here, stacking our shoulder over our wrist. We'll slowly begin to lift up into a modified half moon, and then slowly lower back into tabletop. Then we'll slowly step back into plank, engaging our core and keeping our shoulders stacked over our wrist. We'll then release backwards into downward facing dog, stretching at our calves. As we inhale and exhale, running through the triads of your hands. Three-legged dog, lifting up the right leg, flexed, bringing it through. Both hands for low crescent lunge. Bringing up your hands, creating a cactus. If you want to do a mini back bend, back up into low crescent lunge. And placing your hands back onto the mat for low runner's lunge. And pressing forward for perch pose. And then for standing half moon, I like to use the tallest version of the block, or you can use the middle or the lowest, depending on your feel. We'll then begin to expand for half moon on our block. And you have time to get into this asana, this position. As we inhale and exhale, warrior 2 onto our mats, keeping that 90-degree bend and the heel toe and the heel arch alignment with our feet. As we tip it back for peace and take our flow. And we have another side, so you'll get another chance to see if the next side is better for you. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift up the left leg now for three-legged dog. Flat feet, keeping your hips squared to the ground, lengthening your spine. Step it through. Low crescent lunge. Raising up your hands here. As we exhale for cactus, bring it back up for low crescent lunge. Placing both palms onto the mat, spiking up on your right toes for low runner's lunge. Bringing that right knee behind the left knee for perch pose, and then slowly expanding for half moon. Stacking hip over hip, shoulder over shoulder. As we inhale and exhale, warrior two at the top of the mat. Inhale, tip it back for peace. Exhale, chaturanga, take your flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll then meet on our backs. And we'll start to bring everything back down to the mat for Shavasana, allowing our shoulders, our mid back, our lower back, our thighs and our legs and our fingers and our toes and ankles to rest where they may lay. Unfurl your brow and relax your jaw for Shavasana. Begin to bring back awareness to all parts of the body. All over. To your favorite side. And slowly begin to press up. And circle sweep your arms to prayer center. The highest good in me honors, sees, and believes in the highest good in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for flowing with me today. To my returning subscribers, if you are new here, my name is Evan here at Ease into Flow. Thank you so much for joining on the morning routine yoga challenge for the month of January. I'm so happy you're here. Please be sure to subscribe so you do not miss out on future uploads, and I will see you in my next flow. Bye.